Hello everyone, welcome back to Black Moon Coven. So today on my channel, we're going to be making a Kupala or a Motanka, depending on, how you want to call it. It's a Slavic wish doll, so it's a doll for manifestation of your goals and dreams and aspirations and other things. Now, we make them for the Sabbaths, but you could also make them for your altars, and you can make them just for your home. So I'm going to show you a traditional way, just an easy traditional way to make a Motanka, and then a kind of my own spin on the doll for using it in spell work. So to make the traditional doll, you are going to need some paper towel or some tissue to act as a stuffing. You're going to need 2 types of fabric, and you're going to need to cut them into squares. I cut this one by 6 by 6 and the bigger one 8 by 8. The bigger square is going to be your design fabric. It's going to be the skirt of the doll, so keep that in mind. You could have the whole doll be white. It's completely up to you and your creativity. Some red ribbon, it's very important. That's going to symbolize the wish part of the doll. Some string and some scissors. Now essentially this is cord magic. So no sewing, no pinning, no cutting the actual doll itself. It's a spiritual doll. You're using the cord magic to kind of infuse your intention into the doll. Now, my own little spin on it, my Slavic witchiness kind of spin on it for Kupala, I usually burn my dolls, or I'm going to be throwing it in the lake. So I want to make sure that it is environmentally friendly, just because I don't want to pollute the lake even more than it is. So this is what I'm going to be tossing in the lake. And how you do this doll is very, very simple. You just gather some herbs and different things with really, really stiff stems. So these are just basic, I call it like wheatgrass because it looks like wheat, but just basic stuff that grows basically anywhere. And you're gonna grab really long stalks of it, fold it over, tie it for the head, separate the arms, and then tie a little tie underneath her arms so then her arms stay up. And then when I do my wishes, I'm going to tie them onto her arms and then release her into the river. Just because I don't want to throw fabric into the river and all that stuff, so I make nature-based little offering dolls or little bakis. So that's how you make that one. Now, how do you make a traditional Motanka kupavka? So let's go. Let's begin. So to begin, you're gonna grab your less dominant fabric, and you're gonna grab your paper towel, your tissue, whatever you're going to stuff the doll with. Now we're gonna make a pretty small doll. So this is gonna be her head. So crumple it up, see if you like the size or not. If you don't, you can always add to it, make it bigger. And what you're gonna do is take it in the less dominant fabric, put it in the middle, and make a ghost. So, just like so. So you're going to be tying the head in place with some string. Now you can use any type of string. It could be decorative, it doesn't have to be. The point of these dolls is using whatever you have around the house. And if you look up Motankas online, they are so beautiful and intricate, and this doll is not going to be anything like that, but hopefully it'll be somewhat like that. So what you're gonna do next is kind of fluff out the doll here. And you're going to grab 2 corners. So fold her out like a little triangle, and this is going to be her arms. So you're going to take more string. And you're going to tie her arms and make them secure. Now again, you could do this with ribbon, you could do it with really nice decorative cording if you want. You could do it however, which way you want. And the fabric choice, there is no specific colors or anything like that you have to follow. So really it's just your creativity that fuels this doll. And while you are making this doll, think about all of the intentions or goals or wishes that you want to portray. So we're going to tie her other little arm. So this is my first time actually making a traditional Motanka. They are very kind of difficult to make. If you look them up online, again, very intricate. Really popular in the Ukraine, but they're making a comeback and they're very intricate, very awesome looking. So she has her two little arms now and a bottom. And now what we're gonna do is make this part her skirt. So you're gonna grab some more paper towel, and this one you're going to roll it up, and this is going to be her body. Again, you could use tissue, you could use cotton balls, you can use whatever you want. We're gonna fold it in half, just like that, and that's going to be part of her body. So on the inside here, you're just going to put that body stem piece right in there. And on the bottom here, you're going to join these two corners. So you see how there's the head part, her arms, make a little triangle, and then there's two corners here. You're gonna join them together, and you're going to tie the body into place. So grab some more string and tie the body into place around the lower part, because we're gonna be attaching a skirt to this Motanka. So you're going to tie it towards the lower part, so you'll give yourself some room. You could cut the excess thread. So now, here is what our little dolly looks like. Super cute. So now her skirt, we are going to fold it like a triangle, like so. And in the very middle, you're gonna cut a very small slit, very small. Okay, if you cut it too big, you're gonna have to redo it. So just cut a very small slit in the middle, very small, because you could always make it bigger if you cut it too big. So like I said, very small. And then you're going to take your doll and with the right side up, so this nice design part, and you're going to force it in there. And again, you can make it bigger if you want, but the tighter it is, the actual better it is. So it's just a little bit of maneuvering here, but we got her. And make sure you have both sides of the navy fabric coming through. So you're going to do that until you see this part come through, until you see the knot part. Now, what you're gonna wanna do is, you see this edge part right here, where this fabric meets this fabric, you're gonna wanna tie a piece of string around that, just to hold the skirt in place, because the knot will eventually loosen. This hole that you've made will eventually loosen, and then your skirt will eventually fall off. So you take some string and tie it around that part. Make sure that it is nice and secure, and she's gonna have a nice big skirt. Again, you could trim it, you can make it completely your own. Okay, so there we go. Here's our little Motanka. Now, for the wish part, okay, this is so cute, by the way. I'm so proud of myself. That is so cute. It might not look like anything, but to make these dolls, it's actually pretty difficult. So to make the little wish part on the doll, you're gonna grab some red ribbon, and for each wish that you want to place, you're going to tie it on her arms. Now, this symbolizes when you're going to be casting her into the fire or into the water or wherever. It symbolizes her holding on to your wishes until she passes that threshold, until she meets gods or deities, and she's going to take that wish to them to manifest. And it's just a really awesome, cool tradition. So we're just going to tie some little red ribbons to her arms. And there we go. Here's our little red piece. Here's our little Motanka. She looks so cute. Super, super cute. This is the one I'm actually going to be casting into the river. It's not as pretty, but it's environmentally friendly. So that's basically it. Thank you for joining me, and it's really up to you which one you want to make. If you want to make a more environmentally friendly one for spell work, or if you want to put one on your altar, which I think I'm going to put this one on my altar. She came out super cute. So thank you all for joining me for my Kupala preparations, and join the coven and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And yeah, until next time, I will see you guys.